Hello there, kiddos. So welcome to our first lab. If you would like to, you can absolutely go and purchase mealworms at any pet stores. I know for sure that Petco has it in Edwardsville, and sometimes gas stations will have mealworms as well. So if you're really wanting to get a mealworm, they come in like several in a container. But if you're really wanting to get a mealworm at home so that you're able to conduct the labs with us, you absolutely can. But if you don't want to do that, you can always just watch my videos and I will show you what they're doing in class and I will give you my data and you can use that to complete the lab worksheets. So you choose what works best for you. You either go get your own mealworms and try to redo the labs at home as best you can, or you can just watch my videos and fill out the lab sheets as you watch the video. Okay, so this is Mealworm Lab number 1. Awesome. We're very excited to get to start touching the mealworms and to see the different things about them. So today what I'm going to do is I am going to give you a good look at what the mealworm looks like. We'll talk a little bit about its body parts. I'll review kind of what it eats and the 4 main stages of its life cycle. And then we're going to experiment and see, will the mealworm drink water? And that's our big question of the day. Will this mealworm drink water? Yes or no? And if it doesn't drink water, then where does it get its moisture from? So we're going to kind of investigate a little bit with that today. So I have my mealworm here, and I'm going to pull my computer down so you can see what I'm doing here. This is just my water, and you can see my mealworm, and I'm going to just gently try to get him to come out. He doesn't want to come out today. There he is. Oh, now he's moving. Look how cool he is. He's a moving. So this is a nice magnifying glass because you can take a look at the mealworm close up and see the different parts of them. And I'll do my best here to zoom you in as close as I can so that you can see it. And what's really cool about the mealworm is they have 13 segments from their head all the way to their back. They have 13 segments. This really point at its bottom is called its spine. They have 2 anal back legs that help them walk, and then they have 3 front legs on each side, so 6 total up in the front by its head. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about their anatomy later, and I'm gonna try to very nicely flip him over so you can kind of see underneath his belly here. They don't like to be on their back, as you can imagine, but I'll show you a little bit. There he is close up, and if we flip him over, like he does not enjoy, you can see, he keeps flipping back over for me. You can see a little bit better his actual legs. So they're pretty cool critters. And they start as a little egg, a little tiny white egg, and their eggs are really, really sticky. And the reason why these eggs are sticky is because it's going to pick up food particles. And then when they hatch out of their egg, they have food all around their eggshell, and they eat that food, which is pretty cool and crafty. So that's why those eggs are sticky. The stage that he's in right now is called the larva stage. So he is a mealworm right now. He's on the larva stage. He will eventually enter in the pupa stage. When they enter in the pupa stage, they start to get a little bit more white in color. And I actually have one mealworm here that is starting to really get light in color. And you can tell he's starting to enter the pupa stage. Let me see if I can find him. He's buried in here. Oh, there he is. You can just compare the colors here of the 2. You can see that this guy is so much more white in color than our original mealworm here. And that's because this guy is closer to transitioning to his pupa stage. Notice he doesn't move as much. My other one's moving. He's not going to move as much because in the pupa stage, they don't move very much at all. Eventually, they'll stop moving altogether and they kind of cocoon up. All right, so we have our mealworm, and I'm going to put our little pupa guy back in there. He's not quite a pupa yet, but he's getting really close. And we're going to see, will he drink water? I'm going to use my pipette here, and I'm going to put just a few drops of water out here, and I'm going to see if he drinks it. I'm going to kind of urge him over there and see if he'll go over by the water. And we'll see what he does. He doesn't seem interested in the water. I'm going to give him a try again, see if he'll maybe move towards it again. We'll see. I don't want to scare him too much. Looks like he kind of sniffs it, but then he walks away. So he actually does not drink water. No mealworms drink water. And how they get their moisture is actually from their food. So I have a piece of bread in here because they eat bread, and it's very, very hard. And the reason it's hard is because it has dried out being in an exposed container. And also, it's because the mealworms have taken in all of its moisture, and that's how they keep their moisture is through their food and their surroundings. They like to be kept in grain. If you see my bucket here, you see the grain that's in there. They also can get moisture from the grain that they're in as well. So that's pretty cool. And I think I scared my little guy here because I got him a little bit wet. I'll pick him up a little bit and maybe he'll kind of come back to life for us here. And there he goes. So to conclude for this lesson, they do not drink water. They get their moisture from their food and their surroundings. All right, don't forget to fill out your lab sheet after this, and I'll see you guys next time.